Quality Life Podcast, episode 53. What's good, Roti?
What's happening, my brother, man? What's going on with you over there? You good? How
Man,
y'all
I'm
doing,
great.
man?
I'm
You say
great.
you
I'm
great, huh?
glorious. Yeah, I'm great. I'm glorious. I can't complain one bit, man. I can't
Yeah,
complain one bit.
yeah,
So, like I say, man, I'm happy to be on this 53rd episode, bro.
man. 53 of these things, man. Boy,
Yes, sir, bro.
man,
I'm
boy,
53.
man, it's just it's surreal, man. I always say it, but I'm gonna keep saying it, man, because this is really a honor, man, and the privilege
Yeah,
to get on this camera, chop it over with my partner, man, and the people that's listening to us, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah,
I really look forward to these, and
yeah,
even sometimes we do it just off the cuff, you know what I mean, off the top, like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We don't have it planned out. We just link up and do it. I love it, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, man. So man, it's just I tell you a little story real quick, man.
What's up? What's up?
Man, um, I was man, what it was the other day, I believe, man. It was man, what day was this, man? Maybe a couple days ago. Man, what day was man? It don't really matter what day it was, but like a couple days ago, man. Man, you remember the dude that at the store I be going to. I
Yeah,
ain't been over there in a couple
yeah. In a
in a couple
while, yeah.
days, man. But then so soon as I go back, man, it seems like
He and something else.
man, he is so messed. I'm like, man, wait. Like, I had just got in and he was on what's the word I'm looking for, man? He was he looked like he was um like had just something that just happened. You know what I mean? He was like he's kind of shook up. I'm like, man, what's going on? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? What's happening? And he's like, man, these dudes came up here and starting ruckus. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
he said he almost had to pull on these boys. I'm like, man, that's why I ain't came over here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, man, it just seems like a lot of that
Somehow,
energy, like that he can
yeah.
attract energy like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So,
like, man, bro,
so
you gotta chill
based
out.
based on what you see, or based on what you hear, or whatever like that. Is it just like you said? Is it just something that he may be just dealing with? Customers who are probably just drunk and around, or it's really like, man, these people, you rub these people wrong, they don't want you here type deal.
I mean, like for the most part, every time I go in there, it's people cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you got them few that it seems like they want to smoke because, like I say, he got he got the strap on the hip out for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, he
you
brandishing, he showing everybody it's about that action. So
yeah. So
people really
it's you got them few people out there that's gonna test your gangster. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I know you know all about that. So I mean,
yeah,
that's what I think it is. He bringing that attention to him, and some people biting on it. But
yeah,
like I mean, he like I said, he's fine or whatever. But like a
yeah,
little shook up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, the piece is the way for your brother, man. Come on, man. I'm good. I'm chilling. Just
yeah, yeah,
stay low
yeah,
key
yeah,
in the
yeah,
cut, man. Nah, I ain't.
yeah. I
Man,
don't,
especially with boys out here open
yeah,
carrying, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta have no permit. I'm like, nah, we good. I'm chilling, bro.
exactly, man. Boy, don't eat all that action.
I'm good, man. I seen you and, and a few other homeboys. A lot of action. I'm like, man, I
Yeah,
seen enough for a lifetime. I'm good. I'm
yeah,
good on that. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay. But yeah, sometimes, like I said, man, when they when they made that law, and that law was,
Mm.
everybody can walk around pieced up, man. It was going to generate energy,
Yeah.
and it was going to be okay, we respect it, everybody holding, or it was going to be an energy that, because it's an energy that we've been seeing, even though, like, we, we're civilians and we couldn't walk around strapped up and stuff like that. Whenever time you would see somebody like a lawman or something with a gun, and they be talking all that yap or something like that, and you know how everybody will be like, oh nigga, if it wasn't for that pistol, I'll whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you ain't had that pistol and that badge on, nigga, it'll be a whole different story.
Yeah.
So it's like, boys don't really be fearing that you walking around with a pistol on your hip.
Yeah.
You
True.
know what I'm saying? Because
True.
most of these people who walking around with a pistol on their hip, they ain't really using it. it helps them. It helps them more than anything because it deters their chances of getting dealt with, because a lot of people do see that pistol and they do respect it. But for a lot of people, it's a lot of people that's like, nigga, nobody cares about no pistol. Like you gotta find the heart and the guts to shoot it first.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. But like I did say the about 2 episodes ago, it's a lot of boys out there who itchy in the hand, itchy trigger finger, ready to pull it.
Ready to
Yeah.
pull it.
They got some they got some itchy trigger finger pull, ready to pull that thing. But for the most part, man, a lot of people ain't scared of that, man. They like, bro, you gotta pull it first, because even myself and many other people I know, man, niggas that pull pistols on you all day, and guess what? They pulled it on you. They talked a lot of yelp. They talked a lot of yelp. They talked a lot of yelp, and they just don't know, like, bro, if we wasn't around here so long and we wasn't in this spot so open for so long and there weren't so many faces on us, the moment you would have dropped that thing, you would have got popped if it wasn't so many eyes watching. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't pull no pistol on nobody, bro, and just you ain't pulling no pistol on nobody just think you scaring them, bro. Because guess what? You're not gonna get that chance to do that again, bro. Nobody ain't playing like that.
Yeah,
You got some real young shooters out here. You know what I'm saying? They already made their mind. Like, this is how I want to live. This is how I want to die. I want to go out with the title of being a shooter. I'm banking on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
people can't play just because you got a 9 or 4.5 or something on the hip, man. People don't worry about that, man. It's
Yeah, man.
are you gonna do something with it? Yeah. So
man.
Yeah.
And eventually it's gonna come back to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna come
like,
back to
like you
you.
say, because it's like you say, it's a lot of young shooters, young savages out here, man. The boys ready, but man, if it was shit, if one of y'all watching it, I can't really speak from experience, but I know you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's life, I think that life ain't gonna bring nothing fruitful from it. You know what I'm saying? Looking over your shoulder and all that,
You don't want that energy on you, bro. You don't want that energy on you because you just don't want it when people see you. All they think about is how you walking around braggadocious, hoping a nigga try you for you to pull it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that energy on you, bro, because somebody gonna come in and it may not be solo. They may come in 2 or 3 deep. You ain't gonna be able to hit all of them at one time. You know what I'm saying? You might get a shot off at once, but the other 2 gonna tear your ass up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like man, it's now you don't want that energy on you, man. You gotta
not at all, man.
And sometimes, man, like you ever heard of the ideology that you didn't have no problem until you brought that up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people who didn't have no issue with nothing until they like jumped in this particular lifestyle or start doing a particular thing, and then they just brought that bad energy on themselves. You know what I'm saying? You were perfectly fine. It's like say for instance, right there, you feel like, bro, the life that I live, it's no need for me to walk around like that. Right. Okay. Now the moment you start doing it, it's gonna be like that energy gonna come to us with it. So you be like, dang, bro,
like a magnet.
Like a magnet. You're gonna be like, man, I ain't start getting these looks into our character's pistol. I ain't start getting them double backs. I ain't start getting police whipping back around until I start carrying this pistol.
Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question on that vein. I ain't, he in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just looking to protect yourself. Like, I mean, I don't, me personally, I ain't strapped up or whatever. But like, I mean, but if we looking for protection, if somebody do run up in, I'm not gonna say is it okay to have it, but how you feel about that, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
As far as you wanted to protect yourself?
Yeah, just have it just in case somebody do run up in the spot. Having heat in the house.
No. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. As long as you ain't got no kids, and then the kids don't really know what's going on. Because what happened is a lot of, or your wife don't know what's going on or whatever, your girl or whatever. Just as long as if you got that peace at the crib, long as everybody know like what this is for.
Yeah.
So if I got the piece at the crib, my son needs to know, okay, this is what this for. This is somebody if they running up in here, somebody trying to come and get us. This is what it's for. It ain't for you to come and think it's cool and don't come and touch it because one slip of the finger, that thing will go off and you can be a goner. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing to play with.
No
this
game.
ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. And then on top of that, if you feel like something is calling you to go mess with that piece, like because some people be like, man, I just got this yearning to want to go back there and play with that gun. Let me know so I can move this thing and get it out the house. You know what I'm saying? Or put it somewhere, mount it somewhere where you don't know where it's at.
Yeah, because
You
it
know
ain't
what I'm saying?
working.
Because some people like
Right.
like you said, you could bring it in. Nobody was thinking about it until you brought it in the house.
She brought it in the house. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now the kids want to find out where it's at. They want to see it. They want to see it. They want to see the bullets. It's like a yearning.
Yeah, it is.
Some people get yearned. It's that temptation. That's what it is. That temptation to go mess with it. That temptation to go see what it is. It's just like putting an envelope on the table and you tell people, now look, don't open that envelope. Well, what's gonna happen if I open it? You don't want to know. But guess what? Soon as you tell them you don't want to know, guess what? They yearning to go open that envelope.
It's human nature, man.
It's human nature to go try to find something out. But somebody say, don't touch it. And it's like a yearning or a call. They call people. So you got to make sure everybody is up on game about what's going on, what it is, what it's for. It's not to be played with. And if somebody has a yearning to, be trying to, call them or whatever, a temptation that's drawing them to go see what's going on, they need to let you know so you can get it out the house or move it around or do whatever you can, But it's nothing wrong with people who want to protect themselves. There's nothing wrong with people brandishing on the hip and want to walk around with it. The thing of it is that when people walk around with it, they walk around with that certain arrogance. When people see them with it, as if like they
untouchable,
they walk around with that arrogance, yearning for somebody to try them. Put it like this: you ever seen, whether we was at a club or whether you was at a store or something like that, and boys may have a little pistol on them, may have a little 380 or 38 or something, and nobody don't even bother me, but they just be walking around the store just talking loud. Man, I wish a nigga would run up on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just talking. Ain't nobody even bother you, but you broadcasted that you got a piece on you.
You got a piece on you.
Now I wish a nigga would. Or he may be with his little old girl trying to stunt. Now I wish a nigga would slide. I put this 38 on him or something like that.
Yep.
Why you bringing that energy on yourself trying to stunt? You know what I'm saying? It's just certain people. It's just like they can't handle being in a situation like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
So you it's just like giving boys money. Can you be humble with it? As soon as you give a nigga some money, there they go. They flip off the deep end.
Yeah.
A fool. They can't be humble with it.
Yeah. Wild.
They'll walk and lick. You know what I'm saying? So it's can you be humble in these situations?
Yeah.
You ain't gotta flex because I got it or all that. No, man, just chill. It ain't nothing but a piece of iron that can kill somebody or can kill you. That's it. It ain't nothing major.
Yeah.
And best believe it, this thing can put you just as much in trouble than it can do hurting somebody else.
Yeah.
So, it's just people gotta, like I tell you, man, it's really spirits be working in people, man. When you introduce certain things in their life, it's just they turn into a whole new character, bro.
Yeah, they
turn
do.
They turn into a video game character out here.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Shit, your life ain't no video game, though. You know what I'm saying?
Life ain't no video game, man.
You ain't getting no no what they call it, respawn or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No respawn, no redos. You ain't getting no extra life. This ain't Mario where you get 99 lives.
Nah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So with that routine, man, go on. I know you got some house cleaning.
Yeah. Got clean little house, man. By now, y'all know the usual suspects. My boy Don Dada, Troy Denise, TroyDenise.com, man. Y'all ladies go check her out, man. She got these like little shoes. I don't even know how to describe them, man, but like they eye popping. Or they said like hotcakes over there, man. Shout out to them doing their thing, man. Like like for real, bro, like flapjacks, you know. But my uncle Jason Teague at the Very Opinionated Show, man, he ain't done nothing in a while, you know. I'm gonna have to reach out to him, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like we calling him out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
come
oh,
on,
what's
man,
going
come on, Unc. We waiting on you, you know what I'm saying? You know, Maximilian, Gorgeous Snow, man, y'all need to come on back, you know what I mean? But my poker brethren, you know, JC, shout out to that boy Dylan, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. We got to get a game going soon, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. And lastly, my boy Dre Day, Pat, Smiley Face, man. Shout out to y'all too. And especially shout out to the haters, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all too. You know what I mean? But who you got, brother?
Oh man, everybody who's just been consistent with us, bro. Everybody who been rocking with us, man. You know, like we can get into this. You know, like I said, man. The beautiful thing about social media is I can go back and I can literally see who rock with us, who really rock with us. You know what I'm saying? And you can go back and see it. You know, you'll really be surprised. Some of the names you highlight every day, I ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? So it just for everybody who really is rocking with us, man, as we slowly build, man, I thank y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm thankful that we giving y'all something that y'all enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's pretty much it. But right now, man, we're gonna jump into the topic of modesty, man. We're gonna jump.
Okay.
We're gonna jump into the topic of modesty. Now, what makes me want to jump into this is that, first of all, I know modesty is a both gender concept. It's a both gender situation, and but it never really, becomes a topic of interest unless it's really revolving around women and what women wear.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
we know that I tell people, you know, as genders, it's certain things that males can get away with no problem. But it's a lot of things that women can get away that males just can't get away with, and a lot of it has to do with we're revealing. A lot of the times, we're revealing their bodies. Women can reveal their bodies to damn near the uttermost, and males can't really do that.
Yeah.
Males get a little bit too revealing, especially out here in this general public. You might to catch a ticket, or you probably finna go take a ride downtown.
Them laws gonna come see you.
Them laws gonna come see you. Somebody see you walking through the neighborhood, but a woman go walk outside G-string bathing suit, bikini, and this is what they supposed to do, and that never happens. You never get no hate from a man. You might get a hate from other women because she might look a little bit better, or she see her husband people out the window checking her out or something like that. So there's when it comes to this modesty situation, and it's really a lot of the focus really be on women dressing modestly. Women dressing modestly. And what brought me to this situation is that, man, I wish we still had the tweet. But it was a young lady. It was a young lady, and she had a tweet, and she had maybe like 4 or 5 different outfits that she wore that, in her mind, she considered was modest.
Okay.
And it didn't help the fact that she said that she was Christian. So a lot of devils. So a lot of devils showed up when they heard Christian. A lot of devils showed up ready to throw their little spike.
They got shut that down.
Yeah, they throw their vitriol at her just because she said she was Christian. And now the problem of it is she was a millennial. She was a little bit younger.
Okay.
So in reality, maybe 2 of the fits that she had out of the 4 that she showed. Now, old school mothers, those grandmothers, those great grandmothers,
big
mamas, that's in the church, heavy, deep. 2 or 3 of those fits that she showed, them old school mothers would have came through with that cloth.
Mm.
Put the cloth over your shoulders or put the cloth over your legs.
Yeah.
That ain't modesty.
I remember
You
that.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Now, it may be new age and millennial modesty, because it's moving like the goalpost now because it's a new day. We have to change it. We can't be so old school as they was back then.
Mm.
People don't want to stick to that old pathway. That the scriptures, that old pathway,
Yeah. Yeah.
women they don't want to stick to that. So it's a new age modesty thing. It's how to
Yeah.
be modest in a new way.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
so the devils came out to play and they went in on them. Oh, they chopped up.
Mm.
Then they started all these women started posting they pictures of this how I'm gonna be modest all summer, dressed and half naked and
Mm.
and getting drunk and with a bikini on. They showing all these old vacation pictures of how they walking around with the behind showing and
Mm.
titties pretty much out, pretty much, they pretty much showing it all.
Yeah.
And pretty much to make fun of her, and because they pretty much flipped a narrative on her and pretty much said she was a Christian, shaming women who didn't dress fully covered.
Mm.
But the crazy thing about it was, had a majority of these women claimed to be Christian women.
The ones
This,
that was
this, yeah, the ones
okay.
that was
Okay.
the
That was
ones
coming
that pretty
for.
much the ones that was coming for the ones that
Mm.
that pretty much got her page suspended.
Wow.
These women claim to be Christian women, though.
Mm.
These women claim to be Christ-like women, though,
Mm.
who showed up and went in on this female, went in
Mm.
on the bed, got her up out of there.
Got a pay suspended.
Got a pay suspended it all. Now,
Wow.
when you think about modesty, man, and you a brother who's trying to get deeper and deeper as the days pass by with our Lord Jesus Christ and walk a little bit better, develop a better walk with Christ, and become more scripturally sound with how we supposed to be living, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
With that being said, what do you feel about modesty and how women should be dressing, and how would you want your wife to kind of, because the difference is this, is that you can line up 100 men and 100 of
Yeah.
these brothers, and 100 of these brothers will say, I'm
Yeah.
a Christian man, I'm a Christian man and I'm deep in the faith or whatever. But all these men went wife was not going to replicate the same thing.
Yeah.
Some of these
True.
men might be a little bit lenient on certain things with
Yeah.
their wife, whether it's because their wife is got a little Jezebel spiritual and she bark and she bite back at them, or it's just the fact that they just think that, what, I don't think it has to be that, extreme or that drastic or that old school or whatever.
Yeah.
When you think about yourself and you look at the women of today,
Mm-hmm.
the majority senses of the women of today,
Mm.
and when it comes to you landing your wife, and what's kind of like a description of modesty that you would want to come from that situation?
I mean, we can definitely go back to, like, let's just go back to the generations before this one. You know what I mean? When, or maybe two. You know what I'm saying? When the 50s. You look at how,
In the 60s
you
and
know,
70s.
or the 60s. You know, like when they would dress in like bathing suits, like they would be like they would have two pieces, but like it, like they cheek. Let's just keep it real. The cheeks wouldn't be showing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might see some cleavage. You know what I mean? But like it was definitely for then it was definitely less revealing than it is now. And like now it's like, I think if you drop somebody from the 50s and 60s in today, they would be shell shocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the differences in style and how, like you say, how there's a lack of modesty. Let's just keep it real, you know. But like, to answer that question in 2022, I mean, you know, I don't want. I wouldn't go check for a female that's showing all her asses. Just keep it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you like all the ones that was coming for this woman that was, you know, how they had that. I mean, like, I'm gonna just keep it real though. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gonna like but like talking about making the wifey, nah, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And I ain't knocking you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the thing here, I think that one of the biggest things you hit upon is that they got an account suspended for just having an opinion. I'm like, damn, you talking about like this is Twitter, right?
Oh yeah, this is Twitter.
This is Twitter. So I mean, you would think everybody should have the right to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, you know, inciting violence or a riot or something like that, if you just, you know, okay, well, this is me being modest, you're gonna get suspended for that. You know, the bigger issue is like, I just don't like how if you know if you have an opposing viewpoint from what's, you know, popular, I say
right.
You know, the main narrative, you at risk of getting suspended. You're gonna have to create another page and all that if you say something.
Yeah.
I'm not really for that. You know, I like people to say what they
speak
say.
Freely
Speak freely. You know, even if you don't agree with what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't talking, you know, no hate or nothing. You know, but for having an opinion because it's not really going along with what the mainstream is. So I don't like that. But like, you know, to answer the question about modesty, you know, come on now. I mean,
keep going. I'm gonna turn off my AC.
It's you know, in my opinion, it's kind of like I hate to say it, but I say like pornography. You know what I mean? You it's like you don't have a definition for it, but you know when you see it. You know, and if you know, I think everybody should have their you know, you should wear what you want. You know, but you know, it should come with consequences. Though I don't have to accept it. I don't have to accept that in my life. You know what I mean? As a woman that I was interested in. You know, but just like I wouldn't be some, you know, a lot of women's preferences too, though. You know what I mean? So I think we done lost that. I don't know, man. Recently in these years, where just because we see things different, you know, people gotta like shame you or get you kicked off of a platform or something, silence you. I don't like that, you know, and you know, and my wife would definitely be modest. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to bring, you know, because being a woman, you're gonna get attention regardless. Just like in the sack of potato, you know what I mean? You're gonna get it, you know. So like just stepping out the house. So I mean, you know, if you say you're doing it for you, that's cool, you know. But you can't. I don't like shaming the next lady,
right?
Because she want to dress modest. You know.
Speaking of that was gonna be a point that I was gonna bring up later, but let's bring it up now.
Okay.
You said being a woman, you're gonna get attention anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a sack of potatoes.
Oh yeah.
So do you feel like that's why women of these recent times fight so hard against modesty, because they feel like they gonna look at me anyway?
I mean, you know,
because think about it. before you get to cooking, just think about it like this. Like you said, they're gonna get looked at regardless.
Yeah.
So women looking at it like they're gonna look at me regardless. They're gonna find a way to lust after me regardless. So why not just wear what I want to wear? Because now they can rest on the ideal and the ideology of, it's not that I'm coming out here trying to lure lust out of men. They gonna lust themselves.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a valid point. That's a very valid point. You know, but we talking about, like I say, you should be able to dress how you want to. Do, you know, because this is a free country. You do what you need. You do what you need to do. But I guess where I'm pushing back is if a person decides to dress the opposite, she gotta get kicked off Twitter. She gotta get silenced and shamed and you know, she gotta get sent for it. That's what I'm really pushing, because let's just keep it real. You're right. You know what I mean? Like, Uh, I mean, you know, a lot of them probably do think like that, like that. Dudes looking anyway, dudes gonna stare. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of dudes that stare. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. If they, you know, if they're around a woman, you know, especially, you know, a woman on a higher attractive level scale, you know, she gonna get more attention. Not even if she's looking for it or not. It's just gonna come with the territory for men. That's you know, men gonna look, you know, and there's some men that's gonna stare, and there's some men that's not gonna play it off. You know what I mean? But you know, as far as you know, why they dress, I mean, I think honestly, like, I think that's the norm nowadays. You know, so like it's not stigmatized as it was back in the day because you know there were, you know, women were repressed. Like you couldn't dress a certain way or you would be, you know, you have a scarlet letter and all that. So, you know, now they can do it and they, you know, they do it. And I'm not even knocking you. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But like I wouldn't like if let's just say I was a famous dude and you know, I have my choice too to pick. Okay, I want this woman to be my wife. Oh, I'm gonna go for the modest one. That's just what it is. You know, so if you're gonna do it, okay, that's cool. But I'm only one man, so that's just my opinion of how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You?
Nah. I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so
go ahead. You got it, bro.
yeah. So okay, well that I mean that's perfectly understandable. Yeah, I
Mm.
get that. Now, what I want people to understand is that I ain't gonna lie.
Are you getting feedback?
Mm-mm.
All right, hold on.
You hearing something?
No, I think we good.
You can hear me perfectly?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
No,
you.
I wouldn't get no feedback at all.
Okay.
This is what I want people to understand about modesty. And I mean, I wish I would have pulled up these pictures to kind of give you to give everybody a demonstration. But
Okay.
this is the thing about modesty.
Okay.
Well, you have a first of all, modesty is a is a twofold concept. One,
Mm.
just like women got to be modest, males got to be modest.
Mm.
And then you got because you have some males who feel like that they don't have to deal with the subject of modesty because they feel like they can't be a non-modest being, which males can.
Mm. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
one, and like I said, it's a twofold concept. First of all, yes, you have modesty. One, uh, which is worldly modesty. Hollywood makes Hollywood kind of tells everybody what they should wear, what they should be doing, how they should be dressing.
Mm.
So now
Okay.
you have modest in a line with what the world say.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But then you have modesty as a person who's trying to walk in holiness, who's trying to be scripturally led. You have modesty that way.
Mm.
So those are two different type of modesties. So what happens is this is where the breakdown goes in at
Mm.
because you have modesty from the world and then you have modesty from scriptural context,
Okay.
scriptural from the church. You have modesty from the church. Now don't get it wrong, it's a lot of churches out there that is a lot of they attendees look like they went to the nightclub.
Mm.
That's out there. So what happened is that these bishops and these so-called apostles, they have settled for mega church status.
Okay.
We don't talk against people's sins. We don't talk against the transgressions like they are charged to do.
Yeah.
Because when you're charged to talk against sins and transgressions, you're charged to talk against the way that the people are dressing,
Mm.
not only in church, but as a representation of church.
Mm.
Church is supposed to be a light to the world.
Yeah.
So they're not talking on people's sins. So you have
Mm.
people who are coming And they believe this ideology of, well, God said, come as you are. God said, come as you are. God said, come as you are. And God will accept you how you come.
Mm.
That is true. That's a twofold subject too. That's a twofold concept too.
Yeah.
Yes, God will accept you how you come. I can't cook a fish until I catch the fish. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, I can't work on your heart. If I'm a preacher, I can't work on your heart until I catch you first. I reel you in. So
Yeah.
while I'm reeling you in, you might gonna look unmodest for a while.
Yeah.
You might gonna look unmodest for a while.
Mm.
But once you step in,
All the way in.
all the way in, and
Yeah.
you done made your declaration, and you didn't made your commitment, and you done stepped into a covenant to agree with the Lord Jesus Christ that you're gonna walk and live as He set example for us to live as people. Yes, I accepted you how you was, but if Jesus is really in you, that should be showing some change in you.
Mm.
Like they say, whoever's in Christ is a new creature. So if you came into Christ unclothed, showing everything,
Yeah.
if you say you walking in Christ now, you should be covering up if Christ's really in you. Because if
Mm.
Christ's really in you, now we're really talking about
Mm.
if the Spirit is really in you, if Christ is really in you, if the Holy Spirit is really in you, that Holy Spirit gonna talk to you.
Mm.
It's just like that Holy Spirit teaches us when we somewhere we ain't supposed to be, the Holy Spirit gonna
Mm.
speak to us. Get from
Yeah.
around here. You ain't supposed to be here.
Yep.
So exactly, when that Holy Spirit is really in you, that Holy Spirit gonna have that woman looking in the mirror, and that woman gonna see. The Holy Spirit gonna speak to her. You know that's too short. That Holy Spirit gonna speak to you. You know your breasts ain't supposed to be out like that. If the
Mm.
Holy Spirit is really in you, it's gonna speak to you before you even walk out the house, even with that ideal of that's too. Now you ain't supposed to be wearing that.
Mm.
So it's supposed to be some change in you if you
Mm.
really walk it. Yes, Christ will accept you as you come. You came in one way. As God started pricking your heart, it's supposed to be some change along the way.
Mm.
The problem is that people don't want to change. You
Mm.
know, people don't want to change. And like and
Yeah.
like the Lord said, you can't serve two masters. So guess what? If you're gonna walk with the Lord, you got to walk with the water a certain way. You got to have a certain image about yourself.
Mm.
You can't walk with the Lord and then still be out here dressing half naked and saying, I'm a Christian. I'm Christ-like." You're not Christ-like walking out here naked.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
See, and that's the thing. I think we took the word Christian and we use it too loosely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're supposed to start calling yourself a Christian, that means you're really doing some serious striving with Christ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people ain't doing that. Now, when it comes when this whole, like I said, modesty is a twofold. It's a twofold concept though, because just because a woman is fully dressed doesn't mean she's modesty at heart and mind though.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? You got to be modest in how you dress, and you got to be modest in your mindset and how the way you think and how the way you feel and how the way you treat people.
Mm.
It's a twofold concept. I've seen women, I've seen women who had the appearance of a woman who wasn't modest, but they was really honestly genuinely good people. They just dressed a particular way,
Yeah.
because they maybe was from the church for a while or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But I've seen women who been in church fully clothed and got the nastiest hearts ever, plotting and scheming on women, men. So at the end of the day, just because you dressed fully clothed and you got the appearance of modesty, your mind and your heart ain't modest though.
Mm.
So it's a twofold meaning. It's a twofold concept. So you have to have both. You got to have the mindset and you got to have the appearance.
Mm.
You know,
Right.
that's the thing. That's the thing. You got to have the mindset and you got to have the appearance. You got to have the mind of Christ, and then you have to have the appearance Because if you got the mind of Christ, that means your parents gonna follow your mindset. Because if your mind believe a thing, your appearance gonna come and show that you believe what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
If your mind believes something, your body gonna move
You gonna follow
as if you believe what you say you
yeah.
believe.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Let me ask you a question real quick, because to be fair, you did say us men have to be modest too. Does that like, because men and women are different. So how does a man have to be modest? Are we talking like flashing his money or
first of all, a modest
bravado?
mindset.
Okay.
First of all, a modest mindset. And then like a man has to be modest in the way he dressed. A man has to be modest in the way he dressed. People have to look at one scripture. If we keeping it a book, when we talking about modesty, right? When God said in the scripture says, cover thy nakedness, right? Yeah. Cover thy nakedness. If you wanna really say cover thy nakedness, right? That means if we really want to keep it a stack, that means everything on your body is considered naked. When a baby comes out, that baby is considered naked from head to toe.
Head to toe.
It's naked. Your body is considered naked from head to toe. Yes. You can't cover your hands because you got to grab stuff. You got to eat. You don't cover your feet because you put shoes on. But everything else on your body, from neck down, can be covered. Your nakedness can be covered from head to toe if we really being honest. Ain't nobody supposed to be seeing your nakedness until it's a person you married, if you're being honest. But like we said, we live in a different world now. We live in a loose world. We live in a foul world. This is the world we live in now. Now, at the end of the day, if we really want to keep it a book like old school, neck down, we covered up. Ain't nobody, because let's be honest, I done seen people lust over anything on a person's body. You can't cover your face, because if you cover your face, you're walking around blind.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't go. But if we want to really be honest, you can say you have women who go to the grocery store, right? And they quote unquote be on their down days.
Okay.
Right? They'll be on their down days. So you might see a woman, she walking around and she got, some sweatpants on, some 2 sizes too big sweatpants, and then she got a 2-3X hoodie on.
Yeah.
You can't see no curve. You can't see no breast curve. You can't see no butt curves, no thigh curves. You can't see nothing. You don't even know if she fine or not. But many men still lust over that look. They still lust over that look because they lust over the fact that she ain't showing her body.
That's true.
To everybody. In that moment, they think that's how she move. They still lust over that look. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still a preferred look. And on top of that, when a woman is covered up fully like that, I've even seen men will lust over parts of her that's not covered up. You will see her and she covered it. You don't really know what her body look like or nothing. You don't know. She could be full of measles or something like that. You don't know. But at the end of the day, she got a pretty smile. She got some pretty eyes. And a man lusting over that face, talking about some, man, I could lay on top of that all day long and look in her face.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like you said, she could be covered up like a sack of potatoes and she's still gonna get lust over.
Yeah.
A man could be covered up and he's still gonna get lusted over. Because the real thing is, the real issue is people's lust factor. It's not a person, like you said, we live in a world, people can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So if I walk out of my house and I see a woman and she dressed, she got shorts all in her butt, whatever like that, when I see her, I can be like, I'm gonna pray for my sister. Or I can make the choice to be like, ooh, man. I made the choice to lust over. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your choice to lust over somebody.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they have to make a choice to not dress a certain way because this is how they want to portray themselves if they say they walking. with, the Most High. And I get it. A lot of people are not walking like that. Now, how a man cannot be like modest, like you got to think about it. The gray pants, the gray sweatpants phenomena, just been a thing over the last four,
handful
5
of
years,
years. Yeah.
4, 5 years.
Yep.
Not until women start really propping that. Ooh, I like a man who in gray sweats showing his print. Now brothers want to wear tight gray pants everywhere, tight sweatpants everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boys putting socks in their pants to try to show a little something.
True.
I ain't modest. You ain't modest. Another thing, if you a man out here and all you want to move around and dress to show your body, to show that you could and everything, that ain't modest. That ain't okay though. It's cool. It's cool to dress. It's cool to dress nice and fitted.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Some of these dudes suits be extra medium, trying to show their body.
Yeah.
That ain't modest.
Yeah.
You vain. You want people to see your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ain't modest.
True.
So that's what I'm saying. You moving with an unmodest mind, which makes you dress unmodest because you're moving with a mind to be seen. You're moving with a mind to be lusted after.
Yeah.
This is the thing. If the whole world knows I'm already an in shape individual, I ain't gotta walk around with everything super tight, keep showing that I'm in shape. What's the point of me walking around with super tight shorts on? But okay, if I know I got a pretty nice size anatomy, why I'm gonna be walking around with some super small tight shorts on for?
Attention. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like men can be just as modest. I mean, a man can be just as unmodest as a woman can be. Even in a church setting, it's just the fact that most men,
we suited. Yeah,
we suited. And the clothing industry is revealed. It's really pretty much tailor made to most likely show women. We want to show in something.
Yeah.
We want her showing something. That's the only way we're gonna make her feel sick. She got to show something. Whether it's see-through or whether it's a little bit off the shoulder. We're gonna make all these little quote unquote sexy cuts to make them feel like they sexier and So you have women who thinking like, oh man, this makes me sexy, this makes me this, and then you got men who like, some men be like, all right, it's cool. Some men be like, nah, baby, you don't need to wear that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta wear that for what? You don't gotta wear all that. You don't gotta wear all these cuts and these slits and these tears in your clothes and all. You don't wear all that for what? Then you got to deal with. Then you got to deal with the unmodest mindset of when you meet somebody like that. And then, like I said, that's why I tell boys all the time: don't. If you already know you met this woman, don't get it wrong. Just because you want to sleep with her, you want to sleep with her. If you successfully done that, and that's all you wanted, but you don't want to wife that, don't put yourself in a position to wife that because how you met her, and you're not most likely not gonna be able to change who she is.
It don't work like that. Yep.
Like I tell people, the one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to just lock in on my woman real hard is because for herself, she wasn't a person who was trying to dress revealing.
That's who she was.
That was who she was. Yep. Now, I'm not saying she didn't have a few questionable items in the closet. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I can see maybe 2 or 3 questionable items in the closet that I done seen her in. It's into a woman who everything she got is wide open.
There you go. Wide
open for the world to see.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we got to keep it real, man. This is 2022. Like, ain't nobody just gonna be. We're not telling a woman to just dress in sack potatoes. I'm not telling you that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all want to, have your fitted things, or accentuate your curves and all that. I get that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't even be tripping on that. I'm talking about you know, it's always a balance. If you know, it's the line and then way over the line. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
gonna
a
do
it's a
that, then
decent
yeah,
way to
nah, I'm good.
do it.
Yeah,
You know, it's a decent way to do it. And
yeah.
I just tell people, if you're a woman, if you know, and this is honestly between you and your maker, if you know that what you got on, that in your mind you are trying to lower, you're trying to lower a lust or entice lust from a person,
What they call them thirst traps.
whether yeah, the thirst trap. If you know you out here really trapping, you know you trying to trap. I mean, so I can't. Hey, some people like doing it, and that's the thing, and that's the beautiful thing about life. The beautiful thing about life is that what we talking about is only for the people who want to receive it.
Hmm.
That's it. The people who don't want to receive it and the people who are not trying to live like that, it's no need for y'all to get mad at what we talking about.
Yeah, it
Just
ain't for
say,
you.
hey, this not for me right now.
Yeah,
This ain't this ain't how I'm trying to
yeah,
live. I'm
yeah,
trying to show skin. I'm trying to show naked, whatever.
yeah,
Okay. It's
yeah.
nothing wrong for you to get hot. And that was a crazy thing about that woman. It was no reason for y'all to get hot and get her banned and suspended and everything like
Exactly. Yeah,
that.
come on, bro. You
All
doing
y'all
too
just had
much.
to say is that this ain't what I'm on right now.
Yeah, yeah. You can disagree. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gotta get her suspended from Twitter. Man, you know, speaking of that, you remember, man, it might have been last episode or 2 episodes ago. It was when we made our comeback. We strolled down to TL, and this girl, this woman was in the bathtub. You know, remember showing it? You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was strolling down TL, man, maybe a couple days ago, 3 days ago, and I had seen that she put a dude on blast that was in her in her comments or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said something like, man, he said something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Something creepy. I don't remember what he said, but it's like, okay, and, she put him on blast or whatever. Like, she like, usually I don't do this, but like this type of creepiness needs to be called out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, come on, babe, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put that out there, you gonna get some. You gonna get
You're
some
gonna
dudes like that. It's like we talking earlier. It's like, if you put the strap on and you expose it, okay, you're gonna get some dudes that's gonna try you. That's just what type of stuff you putting out there. What you think you're gonna get? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that. Me personally, I wouldn't comment on no, talking about I want to drink your bath water or whatever. I'm not saying that. But
yeah.
it's a lot of dudes,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
know, and we know a couple of them that's
Well,
gonna say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
and it's a thing, and this is what people have to understand is that I get it. It's like a woman going to a nightclub.
Mm.
You can walk into the nightclub with just a bra and a thong on as a woman.
Okay.
That doesn't give no man no right to just go up and just grab you and grope you and do
Of
anything
course
to you
not.
just because you walk
Yeah.
in there like that.
Correct.
It's not. But at the end of the day, if you walk in there like that, don't be surprised that you ain't gonna get at least one or two damn fools who gonna cross the line.
Cross the line.
You're gonna get one or two of them that's gonna cross the line. And because why? Because you're gonna get one or two dudes who gonna check the pressure and see what if it's really if you out here showing it like that, they want to see if this is what it's really about. If look, if you got the meat out and it's dogs in the area, dogs gonna chase that meat. So if you got the meat out, the dog looking at it like, are you gonna what? I want to see if you gonna let me eat. That's a dog just responding to me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You leave a plate of food outside, you think ain't no dog gonna come up and eat it.
Yeah, that
The
play gonna
dog
be
gonna,
gone, man. Soon.
so
Soon as the dog get to it.
if you got your meat out, it ain't no yeah, it doesn't give a man right to come up and but guess what? If you got your meat out, don't be surprised if it's a dog or two in the building that's gonna act
Yeah.
like a dog when they see the meat.
Yeah. There's some couple of dudes that don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn. They're gonna test
Yeah.
the press. They're gonna see if this what this is.
Yep.
So, but yeah, man, this I just want to kind of bring that up, man. This modesty thing, and it's just so much. It's just so much more, like
Yeah.
and like I just want to tell people, it's modesty is kind of like twofold. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I can't And this is what people have to understand. When you hear like, preachers and stuff and who are really barking hard and calling women, whores and this and this and that, look, you have to understand, if you a person that's not even really associated with the church, if you just a situational, I want to talk to God here and there, I want to talk to Christ here and there, you ain't even like that. You're not even who them people talking to. You know what I'm saying? The people they talking to is the ones who show up every Sunday, every
Faithful.
Wednesday, talking about they Christians and they moving like, and they not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They talking about like they Christ and they not. They not. You just there to be like, I come here, y'all don't come here, so I feel like I'm a little bit better than you when I'm a little bit closer to God than y'all is. That's the people they talk about. They talk about them. They talking to these people who false claim as holy people or false claim as Christian people.
Yeah.
That's who they going after.
Yeah.
So don't be so offended. We already know if you like this not even your time. That's not who you is right now. Now don't get it wrong. Yes, I get it. One thing a lot of Christian people do feel like is that everybody in the world, because the way a lot of Christian people talk is that, okay, I believe in God, so everybody should believe in God. And that's not the truth, bro. That's not the truth.
Yeah, don't work like that.
God ain't chasing no people to believe in him. So either you believe and you live according to God, but everybody else ain't. If the world was pretty much made for people to have a choice to believe if they want to rock with God or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being modest, but all I want to tell people is simple. Modesty is a twofold concept. It's about it's about the way you carry yourself. It's about the way your outward adorning is, and it's about your mindset. Because you can look the part, you can be dressed up. You didn't see how many preachers' wives that look modest, but they carry up as much mess in churches and
That's true.
everything,
That's true.
or like Big Mama, she look modest, but she make all the mess in the family. So guess what? It's about your mindset too.
Yeah.
So yes, and I get it. A lot of these people who are living, who are acting like they live in modest, but they're not modest in mind. What I want people to understand is this: is that just because you see maybe a big mama or great aunt or aunt or something like that who walking around and who quote unquote say they dress modest all day long, but they still messy or they still keep up drama, so they're not modest in mind and heart. They just faking everybody by looking modest on the outside. Don't let that be a reason that you resist so hard to make a change that you really feel like you should be changing. That's what I'm saying. Don't let nobody stop you from getting close to God. Don't let nobody stopping you from living as Christ instructed. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who get church hurt, and then that's how they rebelled. Don't let flawed people, don't let imperfect people stop you from getting close to Christ. Don't let imperfect people stop you from getting close to God. That's all I'm saying. It's too many of these incidents where you have people who have been church hurt, so they turn their back on God. Okay, God is not stopping people from trying to manipulate his name and manipulate his doctrine. People been doing that for years. That's why God said, seek yourself, read my gospel yourself. And in my gospel, it's gonna show you that everything that these people are doing, backstabbing and manipulating folks, that's not even in the scriptures. So stop letting other people's foul actions keep giving the scriptures a bad name.
Yeah.
Or causing you to not even build a relationship with Christ yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it's just I just tell
makes
people,
that,
man.
Yeah, you're right, because at the end of the day, man, when when we all meet our maker, it's just gonna be us. It ain't gonna be the people that that
Yeah.
that hurt you or wronged you or whatever. It's just gonna be you and him.
Yeah,
You and God, and that's all that really matter.
yeah,
Don't let
yeah,
nobody take you away from that.
yeah, like the scriptures say, man. At the end of the day, and the scriptures just say, you can make every excuse in the world. Oh, I was hurt. They did this. They did that. And God, like, nope.
What you do with my son? That's
You
what he gonna say.
chose to turn away from me.
Yeah,
You chose not to seek what everything else you want in life. You gonna know how to seek it. You know how to seek it out. You know how to go find it out. You know how to go read it. So why you turn away from God and then go seek it out and go find out how to read it? Ain't no person run you from that. You just became weak and you left and you never returned.
make that
Don't let
choice.
nobody run you away from God.
Yeah,
Don't let nobody run you away from Christ. Go figure it out. Go read that book for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, put your personal feelings to a side, put your personal experience to the side, and read that book. And you will be surprised at everything you thought that people was trying to do to you. It's not even in the book.
mm.
It's not even in there. So,
Yeah.
but that's it, man. I know we kind of went a little left,
Man, y'all know
but
how we do.
we'll spin the block
That's a
back
good
on
one for a pan.
modesty.
That's a good one for a panel, my brother.
Yeah, that's what I want to
Women.
spin the block back on the panel, man, and really see, with a group of people and how they feel about the whole modesty situation, and get some ideologies and some descriptions of how they feel they dress, if they feel the way they dress is modest, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I really want to do. I want to really get in depth with that. But until then, what we gonna do? We're gonna take a little stroll down the TL, man.
T.S. Stroll, man.
All right, we're gonna take a little stroll down the TL. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Microsoft Edge. Let me jump on Twitter. Okay, let's go ahead and kick this thing in real quick, Roti. Can you see it, my brother?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We in
All
there.
right, we jumping fresh off into it with Affirmation Bay.
Mm.
Affirmation Bay. She said, it's bothersome that some black men are intimidated by black educated women because they didn't go to college or have a degree.
Mm.
So here we go yet again. It's nothing new under the sun.
Mm.
Are men intimidated by women who went and got an education?
Mm.
Particularly black men are intimidated by black women because they went and they got that piece of paper.
Mm.
What you feel about that, Roti?
Well, I give her some credit. She did say some, so she didn't say the majority or all
Yeah,
most or whatever. It's me personally. I think we done went down this topic a few times.
we went down this rabbit hole before. Yeah,
Because it's funny that the word intimidated is always thrown out there. Like I say, me personally, man, I'm not intimidated by that. I'm definitely secure enough in myself to know who I am and what I am.
yeah,
And you know, let's just say, if my wife was if I was to meet a woman that's gonna be my wife, and she was a college graduate,
right.
and she got a PhD, you know what I'm saying? And okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like that I'm happy for you. That's it, I think we need to call out like the for the underlying competition between men and women. Like, man, I'm not competing with my wife. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be in lockstep in unison. And in my opinion, that wouldn't intimidate me at all, man. Because like I say, man, I know who I am, but what you think about that, brother?
She says it's bothersome that some black men are intimidated by black educated women because they didn't go. Well, she said the some, so that means she's talking to a particular group. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
some.
yeah, they
You
are.
know, there are some that are intimidated, and I think it's not really as much as an intimidation. I think it's just the fact that well, let me back that up. In order for them to be intimidated, they actually have to have a chance and they messed it up. You see what
Fair
I'm
enough.
saying?
Yeah.
They had to, because in order for me to be intimidated, that means I actually had to have an encounter
Mm.
to mess up to show that I was intimidated. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Or to
Yeah.
get you feeling like I was intimidated by some reason. So that means there was something there. That was something brewing. And that man showed, okay, whether he said something, he did something, he acted a particular way that made him seem like he was insecure in that situation.
Yeah.
So what brothers got to do, because only alluding to a particular situation.
Yeah, it is.
So what brothers got to do is just look at it, man. If that woman is enjoying you, man,
Yeah.
just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly.
we already know, man, that success to a margin, everybody has their own, individual ideology of what success is. So we already know that success or money is going to try to push someone else to make more money or to do more in life. Even with our women, don't get it
Hmm.
twisted.
Yeah.
It's like we can have the man could be making all the money or whatever like that, but at the end of the day, he's still going to try to push his wife to try to do something to bring in more bread.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, we don't know how long this money making and this winning that we doing is gonna last.
Yeah.
So guess what? You don't want to come into a situation to where the money stops for you, and now you got a woman who ain't never did nothing, so she don't know how to do nothing.
Yeah.
So now you got a woman who don't know how to make no bread. So guess what? Yeah, even a man gonna try to push his significant other to try to find something that she doing she love, put some money behind her, and let her produce some money for the family. So in case he do fall off some way, she can just keep on rolling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, a woman is going to do that. So if you got a woman, now I get it, women. Stop trying to control a man and tell him just because you got a degree, then y'all want to hop out on the ledge and start telling the man or or
Yeah.
or why he ain't a man or what makes him a man
Yeah.
or what makes a
Exactly.
man and all. Yeah, y'all doing too much then.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think, that's what a lot of the issues at
Yeah.
is, because you have men and women looking at each other trying to tell each other what makes a man or what makes a woman. No, you just focus on being a good woman, and I'm gonna just focus on being a good man. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to assist me. You can always assist me to help me make more money with your degrees, or just because you got more than me. Yeah, you can assist me to do better, but that means you ain't got to try to come after who I am and try to act like I'm not no man because I'm not at that point yet.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it be some women who do be stepping out of line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It do be some women who stepping out of line. But fellas, if you got a woman, she got some degrees, you ain't go to college, but she enjoying you,
Yeah.
and let enjoy it.
Yeah. Enjoy
Because
it. Yeah.
one thing a lot of these women don't understand, and I wish we can honestly sit down and really talk and finally hash this thing of provision of being a provider, hash
Mm.
it out the way it's really supposed to be hashed out,
Mm.
because it hasn't been hashed out yet.
Mm.
What women have to understand that, and nowhere in history, and no scriptures, and no nothing, it didn't say that women couldn't be bosses,
Mm.
that women couldn't own companies, women couldn't own businesses. Nowhere in the scriptures said that. But what happened is, over time, men have manipulated that for so long that it caused a divide between men and women.
Mm.
And yes, a lot of people use the scriptures to get that manipulation across. But at the end of the day, the scriptures never did say a woman couldn't be powerful.
Yeah.
They had women who were judges, women who were queens without kings,
Mm.
women who were political figures. This is way back. This is way back before 1776, before America was even indoctrinated.
Mm.
So we have to get out of this American mindset of thinking that a woman couldn't be powerful, a woman couldn't be a boss, and all that stuff like that. We got to get out of that mindset. And on top of that, what women have to understand, the God of this world never didn't say that a woman wasn't gonna ever be the breadwinner for her family. So you telling me that God said that only men was gonna make the money, make the millions, and pay for everything? That was never said. You telling me all these billions and billions of women in the world, and you telling me God said y'all just supposed to be sitting around and waiting for a man to take care of y'all? That's not highly unlikely. That's ain't even practical. Every man ain't making enough money to take care of everything. The reality of it is that, and a lot of women not gonna want to hear it because y'all have been living under this faulty mindset for so long. A lot of y'all are really were called to be the breadwinner for y'all household and for y'all family, but you still got to be in subjection as a wife. Because guess what? All that money you make, or all that money he make, guess what? There's gonna come a day that y'all gonna die. And guess what? You name your favorite entertainer, your favorite movie star. Let's name it. Ask Young Dolph how many millions he took to the other side. Ask Pop Smoke how many millions he took to the other side. Ask King Von how many millions he took to the other side. Let's ask Nipsey how many millions he took to the other side. We can keep going. Ask any woman who have died, and that was, a big figure in this world who was who done made money. Ask Oprah how much of her money she gonna be able to take when she die. Ask Serena how much of the millions she gonna be able to take when she die. Ask Beyonce how many of the millions she gonna be able to take when she died to the other side. You can't take it with you. So you have to understand there's an earthly way we should live, but then there's a spiritual way we getting ready for. So at the end of the day, we still have a certain order that we must live up under to usher our spirit side into the right place. And it has nothing to do, it has to do how we live over here. So when you talk about money and men being intimidated and things of that nature, we just have to get on board. Okay, it's like this. A woman, she gonna get a degree. She making 150, 165, 170,000 a year. Okay, so 9 times out of no, ain't no 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10, she ain't coming back to the hood. She ain't messing around with the dude who work at Walmart, Target. She ain't messing around with the dude who probably work at the local city job. She most likely ain't gonna do that.
It's true.
She gonna feel like because she make her 100,000+ that she deserves a movie star, that she deserves a ball player, that she deserves a rapper, that she deserves a lawyer or a judge. But guess what? A lot of those people in those positions end up wanting to be with women who don't even got degrees.
Yeah.
They don't want to be with women who don't got degrees.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if you're a woman who got a degree and men who making these top dollars don't want to be with y'all, y'all gotta be with somebody.
Or alone.
Or alone. A lot of y'all have to come to the realization that y'all may be called to be. Yeah, you might be called to make more money than your husband, but you still got to be subjected to him as a wife.
Yeah,
and that's what they can't do.
I think that's the disconnect.
And that's the disconnect because you saying I can't submit to a man if I make more money than him. What they got to do? This is the thing. When it's all said and done, I want y'all to think about this. Why y'all got all that money and y'all not looking deep into a man's character, y'all just looking at the money he make. It's hard for a man to stop chasing money.
Damn near impossible.
especially when he get it at ease.
Yeah.
So when he can't stop chasing that money, he 25 years into chasing that money, and he can't stop because nothing important to him but the money.
Mm.
You better think about a man who's gonna be there for you and be there with you when your mother facing dementia,
Mm.
when your grandmother is on hospice, when your father facing cancer, who gonna be there and have your back and not just chasing money. Because all that, yeah, living in that nice house, it's gonna be good. But when you ain't got a person that's there for you when life start lifing,
Mm.
none of that money ain't gonna mean nothing.
Mm.
It's not. Y'all can have all the money in the world, but you tell him he can't never find no time to come console you without getting up and leaving.
Mm.
You better think about that.
Mm.
You better think about somebody who's gonna not put up a fight to stay at home with their kids while you go check on your family members who's dying.
Mm.
You better make sure you got somebody who understands that all that money is good. You better make sure you got somebody who understands the fact that, hey, my mama dealing with dementia and I ain't putting her in no nursing home.
Mm.
That understand what come with that.
Yeah.
And all they don't want to do is look, baby, we make money, man, and she can't come here. It's gonna be some problems in the household.
Mm.
So
Mm.
having money is good, and having a man, like I said, ladies, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a man who could take care of everything. It's not a guarantee that you was gonna get a man that was gonna take care of everything. That
Mm.
was never a guarantee. A man that was gonna be able to pay for everything, and you just sit at home and be a housewife, or you just sit at home and collect your money and ain't never got to spend nothing, and help him
Mm.
and be a helpmeet that you were supposed to be. Man, that's a blessing. Every woman don't get that blessing, man.
Mm.
Every
Yeah.
woman don't get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And man, because it seems like the real question is it some black men are intimidated by a black woman that's educated, or is the question most black men that don't have a degree are educated, do they not qualify for these women that do have degrees? I think that's the more pertinent question. You know what I mean? Because like you just said, like you so eloquently said, a lot of them dudes not even seen. If you ain't got a 4-year degree, 8-year degree, 6-year, whatever, or you ain't making these amount of thousands of dollars a year, you're not even on the radar. You
Well,
know what I'm
see,
saying?
yeah, but
Most
yeah, most of them, yeah, most. But
most of the time.
but this the thing. This the thing. I remember my wife, and I'll close with this. My wife was going through college,
Mm.
right? I already made up my mind. I'm in the work. I'm working. I'm while you going through college and you racking up debt and stuff, and you trying to go through college to get that degree. I need to be making some money right now.
Grinding.
You see what I'm saying? I need to make some money right now. Because at the end of the day, I could be going to chase college and be racking up debt and not really working. And guess
Mm.
what? You could be out messing with somebody who ain't even in college, but who got money to show you a good time. I
Mm.
still lose.
Yeah.
But it wasn't about that, but it was the fact that I just need to go make some money. I ain't have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years and waiting on me to get no degree. That just wasn't in my mind,
Mm.
you know. But the fact of the matter is that while she was going through college and I was working, most people was telling her, why are you still trying to be with this man who just want to work when you need to go focus on one of these guys who out here chasing a degree?
Mm.
Well, this is the thing about these guys who chasing a degree. They already came with that arrogance of thinking that they had a degree
Mm.
or thinking they was better than the dude who was out there working. They had no personality. They came with families who had a little money to help them go to school and things of that nature. So a lot of these women who went and got degrees, they wasn't, not necessarily that they weren't physically attracted to these guys, but these guys had no personality
Mm.
outside of getting these degrees. Yeah, they
Yeah.
was making money, and now their money started talking for them. So guess what? When people money start talking to them, I know a lot of women who dated a lot of men who had a lot of money, and they said they was lame because guess what? All they could do was if their money could talk for them. They really had no true personality. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you can't beat a good personality. You can't beat fun. You can't beat genuine laughter. You can't beat that just because you got money. Don't get me wrong. These women arrive with you for a time, but dang, it's like if all you can do is just money, 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 man, I'm bored. Like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, let's be honest. A lot of these dudes, you got to think about it. A lot of these dudes came up seeing the hardworking man, even though they was going to college to get a degree. So guess what? These women were still attracted to men who was getting down changing tires, men who was cutting their grass, men who was getting out here changing these lights, men who was getting out here trying to fix up their house, fix gates and fix fence. They were still attracted to that. Even though they was going to college, they were still attracted to Mr. Fisky. So while the dude who was going to college getting a degree, he don't even know how to pump gas in the car. He don't even know how to change the tire. We stuck on the road together. He looking at you to lose AAA. So guess who you end up calling? Mr. Fix-It, who ain't going to college.
Yep, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Mr. Fix-It pull up on y'all. Ain't no disrespect. I got you. Don't worry about it. You just don't know Mrs. Fix-It came in and swooped your game up. Because that's manly stuff. Manly stuff ain't really what sitting. Manly activity wasn't really called sitting in no classroom. Man was out in the field. Man was working. Man was getting it. Man was sweating. And trust me, that a woman's love for that a woman's love for that ain't gone, man.
Yeah, man. They ain't went nowhere.
It ain't a woman's love for a hardworking man ain't gone nowhere. A man who want to sit in, a man, don't get it wrong, a man can sit in that office, make $500,000, $600,000, $1 million a year, and write numbers and make phone calls. But that man who come and fix that thing and she's sweating and he showing the little old cuts and everything, it's gonna do something to a woman. It's gonna do something to her. All that money ain't gonna mean nothing. Because it's still something about being manly.
It's true.
To show that if it all fails, I can get it done when our back is truly against the wall.
Yeah.
Because this what guys who chase degrees and all that stuff got to understand. If all you know how to do is pay, what happens if the world stops? Well, money don't mean nothing.
Money don't mean nothing. Yep.
Now you got to get out there and you got to get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
And now you done build up so much pride that you don't want to get your hands dirty. I ain't doing that. I ain't going out there throwing no trash. Oh no, I can pay somebody for that. I ain't cut my grass.
Yeah.
You know how much money I make to cut some grass?
Yeah.
Damn, nigga, you don't want to sweat. Only time you want to sweat is when you out there chasing other hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like the Adam and Eve, the nature of the Adam and Eve effect is gonna always reign supreme, bro. You know, a man just got to understand how to not mess himself off for these situations. A man could get a woman who make more money than him and get her to respect him. Yeah. He just got to be secure and confident in himself.
Exactly.
And then whatever she say, he got to know how to just flip it back on her and show her like, you know, show him like he got to get her to see his worth. You know, it's just a lot of these dudes who don't be having no degree. They don't know how to be a manly man either. That's the problem. They ain't got no degree. They ain't doing nothing. So, all right. So you didn't go to school. Okay, I can still respect the person who go to school. No knocking some person who go to school. But if you ain't going to school, it's simple. It's the school route or the skill route. But you got some of these boys who ain't going to school and they still ain't chasing no skill.
Exactly. They ain't doing either one.
They ain't doing either one.
Yeah.
They just think I'm just gonna lay pipe and that's it.
Nah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Yeah,
you know. So, but yeah, man, that's a good one, bro. We all, you know, that's gonna always be one of them reoccurring things, you know.
Yeah.
But let's see what else we got, man. I know I seen another one before we jump on this TL. What was that last one about? Oh yeah, here it is. And then we're gonna jump see what the TL got for us. My boy said, "Do you think men can suffer from abuse in relationships? What you think about that, Roti?"
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, man. Uh, I mean, let's just keep even if okay, even if you as a man, you know you're not gonna put your hands on a woman, but if she
Mm-hmm.
put her hands on you, you still getting abused. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, yeah, you might be trying to restrain it or whatever. You know, that's why I don't remember I don't remember the verse, but that's why I know it say most men would rather be on the corner, the top of the roof in the corner, rather than be in the crib with a brawling woman. And that's just, me. That's my that's my spin on it. But
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, definitely emotional. Oh yeah, yeah, verbal abuse. Definitely, definitely a man can go through abuse. My advice to any man is if the first signs you see of that, you might want to get up out of there. You know what I mean? So, if you choose to stay, then
yeah,
uh, you know, may God be with you. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you know, abuse can definitely be a two-way street.
yeah.
Absolutely, brother. You know what I mean? But how you see that, my brother?
Well, first of all, I would tell man, don't abuse yourself first. First and foremost,
Mm,
don't abuse yourself.
mm,
Uh, especially when you're a man. Like, okay, if you take away the physical abuse out the picture, just take away the
yeah,
physicality. Nobody really can abuse you unless you allow them to.
very
Mentally,
true.
mentally, it's simple. I've always said we tend to give people too many chances to screw us over. I've always said this. We
Yeah,
give
yeah,
people too many chances. When we see the red flags, we tend to give people too many chances to do it again, to screw us again.
yeah,
You know, okay, go move on with your life, especially if you're not married to somebody. I get it. When you married, I tell people I get it when you're married because the only way we get to longevity is going through some things.
yeah,
Now, some things you can go through, some things you can't go through. I get it. I understand that. But when you just out here and you really dating in these relationships, man, why y'all giving people 7, 8, 9, 10
yeah,
chances?
yeah.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? I get it. I get it, man. When a person I get okay, I get it. It's like okay, all right. Once I forgive them, I see what man. But by the time you hit the chance 2 or 3, man, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? By chance by the time you on chance 3 or 4, what are you doing? Like,
yeah,
oh, why are you still suffering from the same? Whether it's as far as like any type of mental abuse and things like that.
yeah,
Yeah, men
yeah,
can suffer from that.
yeah.
You know, uh, men men suffer from uh things mentally from women all the time. Don't get me wrong. It ain't men. It ain't women out. It ain't only men out here that just
Yeah.
manipulate they women, and women don't
Oh
be
yeah.
manipulating men.
Oh yeah.
Women be holding kids against men, withholding
Mm.
sex from their husbands, and all that stuff
Mm.
like that. Yeah, man, it's a lot of abuse.
Mm.
You know, threaten to ruin their life, threaten to walk away and take everything.
Mm. That's a big one.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, the man gonna take the loss. That's why I said you only can afford to lose the one woman
One
financially.
time. Yep.
That's it. Men suffer from abuse just like women. But at
Oh
the end of
yeah.
the day, I just tell men, don't you be, you know, don't you be your own suffering. Like
Mm. That's
once you
true.
see it happen, you might gotta get up out of there.
Yeah. I
You
think
know?
that's a big one too, man. Like taking away from men and women. Just put it on people. I think people stay a lot of times unnecessarily. You know what I mean? You thinking,
Yeah.
okay, well, maybe she could change, or maybe he could change, or
Exactly.
he ain't gonna do it no more, or just
Gotta get
don't
my
want
gotta get my
just don't want to
charger.
change, just
Yeah.
don't want nothing new. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna get
You
my
know,
charger. Keep
oh,
on
you gotta
going.
get charged.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. Well, I can just talk for me personally, y'all. Man, it's a short lease. You know what I mean? I'm not taking disrespect from nobody. You can, you can say, okay, you chalk it up one time. Okay, I had a bad episode, a bad moment, but you keep doing it, man. That's a pattern. And I think before you can respect anybody else or be in a relationship with anybody else, you got to respect yourself, like Boss just said. And if if you're not getting respected, yeah, you get up out of there. I think a lot of people are scared to start new. So they like, okay, well, we've been here. I'm used to you already. I've been here a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. I'm already acclimated to you. So we might as well just ride it out. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm not
Yeah.
with that. Man, I'll make a move, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
life too short. You know what I
E-
mean? And especially if we
Exactly.
talking about like looking for wifey.
Yeah.
So in that process, hey, I've been called picky. I've been called a lot of things. I'll be that. You know what I'm saying? But I
Exactly.
know I ain't getting disrespected. I know
Right.
that, bro. It's not going down. And I just remove myself. It's not about me being physical and making somebody respect me. No, I move around.
Yeah.
Nah, hey, you go your way, I go mine. It's cool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I
We we
mean?
we
It ain't got to
all
be no physical. We
yeah
good.
we already know that both men and women can physically harm each other,
Yeah,
but when you come to these mental aspects too, man, yeah, men and women both play mental games.
man, that's tough
Yeah,
too, man. That mental
exactly.
tough.
It, look, and, and and the mental games get vicious, man.
Yeah,
It
yeah, they
get
do.
vicious. It get
Yeah,
vicious. It get nasty.
yeah,
It gets to a point to where yeah, it do becomes unforgivable.
yeah.
Like sometimes you get to a point where you didn't deal with a person and y'all didn't that you're not gonna forgive them.
Mm.
You know. So yeah, man, I just tell people, man, before it get too bad, uh don't abuse yourself, man. Get up out of it.
True that.
You know.
True
So
that.
yeah, man can definitely suffer.
Oh yeah.
we
Oh
we
yeah.
done seen it time and time again. I done seen it
Yeah.
many a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I done seen it many a times,
Oh
my
yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Definitely. Hopefully this TL represent for us, man. At least give us one good one.
Yeah, we gonna see what this TL
We'll
got,
see.
man. Let's see what's going on. Mm, I don't want to hear about no Zodiac talking or nothing. I say lies. See,
Sure do. See? All right.
yeah, I already.
All right. They sure do though. Well, they be wild, man.
Females, man, gonna be out here, man. I'm sold. Los Angeles has the prettiest women in the states.
Yeah.
Why not spoil the one I'm in love with? Let me see what the hell they're talking about. It says, why do women want to spoil a grown man? Okay. Why do women want to spoil a grown man? Like what is going on in life for you want to do that? Roti, do you got anything to say about that?
I mean, sport is the key word to me. You know, you're not letting them lift a finger and all that. Like you treating them like like you hit slave, yeah, I'm with you. But if we talking cater to him, hey, man, what's wrong with that? You know what
What's
I
wrong
mean?
with that,
Like,
right?
what's wrong with that?
Brothers need
Because
to be
cause that's,
catering every now and
hey
then.
man, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna bring your boy home every night. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna do my part too. That's what I'm not saying. Like, just let it dish all over you. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, but
yeah,
you know, man, hey, y'all with me? Okay, that'll bring the man back if you cater to him, because most women ain't trying to do it. If we just gonna keep it real, man, you know. So if I got one that's not gonna do it, and I got one that's gonna do it, and we talking like the same looks and the same, all everything the same, but that,
yeah,
hey, the one that's gonna cater to me, okay, cool,
yeah,
because I'm gonna cater to you too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, I think in this day and age, man, it's just been put out there like catering to your man is like a 4-letter word, bro. It's like a cuss word. You can't, now we ain't doing that no more. Well, okay. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But what about you, my brother?
Well, I just for this person individually, I just want to know what his ideology of spoil mean first,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the key word.
because like you said, if if we reciprocating and I go
Yeah.
hard for you, you going hard for me, what's
Yeah.
wrong with that? Or at the end of the day, if you just happen to be a woman who makes more than her man, so you do a little bit more than him because you make a little bit more, I don't see what's wrong with that either. As long as well, whatever he got, he contribute, he doing what he could do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just love each other. Like it's not, like I said, we always said it's not a guarantee that everybody gonna make the same equal
Mhm.
money.
It's true. It's
We
true.
it ain't too many relationships that you're gonna be going dollar for dollar with each other.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So uh now, like I say, man, this Twitter, so bro could be just chirping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Could
saying?
be. Could
But
be.
yeah, like man, if you wanna if a woman wanna go all out and do what she do for a man, that's ain't nothing wrong with
Hey
that.
man,
Now,
I welcome it.
if this woman has all these entitlement issues, and
Hmm.
just because she buying, she thinks she own you and all that, that's a whole different ball game now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
Okay.
what?
Right
Because
about that.
are you spoiling just because you like
Control.
exactly?
Yeah.
Are you spoiling them because that's the only reason that you can keep them at the house and keep an eye on them?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Are you buying them PlayStation and them games to make sure they stay at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
Hey, I can't even say I'm bad at that. I'm just kidding. I would stay home, bro.
right.
You know what I mean?
You
But I
know,
mean, you're right though.
are you trying to
It's sinister. You're right.
buy a faithful man?
Okay, yeah, that
You see
ain't
what I'm
gonna work.
saying?
That ain't gonna work.
Like if the man ain't faithful to you just
Yeah,
off of wanting to be faithful to you,
yeah,
you ain't gonna
yeah,
buy him into being faithful.
yeah. He gonna finish that PlayStation game, then dip out, huh, bro?
He
He
gonna
out
dip
of there. He
out of
might
there.
take PlayStation with him,
Exactly.
straight up.
So I mean, so it's just, well, I want to know what his ideology of spoil is, and on top of
Mm,
that, like
true that.
what what you know, kind of like what the type of women,
Mm.
you know. Now that was cool, man. Let's say what else we got, man. Starting to get sleepy. Found out I was making 20% more than my coworker, so we spent lunch drafting emails for her and renegotiating her contract. Talk about your pay. About all this crazy thing, realizing is it was pitch black during the sinking of the Titanic. It was filmed, everything was lit, but when it actually happened, no one could see anything. A huge structure bulking beneath them, and all they could hear were screams and loud creaks of metal. Um, you talking about the real life Titanic sinking, how it happened in the middle of the night, nobody could see.
Man, I'm a movie buff, man, but I just couldn't do that Titanic, man. I'm like, man, look,
You couldn't watch it too long.
man, it's long, man, and I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ship gonna go down, man. I
Yeah,
just couldn't do it, man.
yeah. You could have came out. No, but you come out. Can't stop y'all from moving around. I mean, I got a family.
You said they gonna move around, huh, bro?
Exactly. Oh man.
Shit, me too.
Yeah, right.
You see Queen is a Buddha, man?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
My cat was laying in bed when I laid down next to him. He said, "Nigga, this my house."
Mm.
Mm. See, I'm cool. Hey, still going through it.
Come on, TL.
Damn. I
Damn.
just got dragged across the MF and Walmart parking lot
Ooh.
by a tornado today.
Wow.
Damn.
You ain't gonna beat no tornado, man.
Oh, man. Look at that thing. Suck you up, throw you to the next town. One thing I don't want to talk about is no government stuff, man. I'm just tired of
Yeah.
seeing master the art of minding my business.
Mm,
Hey, out there, boy.
boy.
I don't care, man. I mean,
Mm.
I just we talk about spiritual healing, spiritual slash healing journeys so critically. Can we talk about protecting our mental health on these journeys too? Mm,
I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. You know.
yeah, we talk about spiritual slash healing journeys so critically. Can we talk about protecting our? I mean, I think that's why you do it to protect your mental
Mm.
health. And so that's pretty like yeah.
Mm.
We don't ever receive Amber Alerts for Black kids. You know what?
I ain't never even thought about that.
I've been noticing that.
That's a great question.
I've been noticing that.
That's a great question.
And it's a big place. Dating as a bisexual person is sending a DM to a man and a DM to a woman, and them both ignoring me. Yeah, I ain't really on nothing.
Come on, TL, give me one more, huh?
People say F you in different ways. You just got to pay attention.
Mm.
Instead of the core booking. Two coons. Yeah, bro. Look like Stroll down the TL. I know Emails showing their envy in the quote tweets while niggas swearing they can pull shorties like these on the regular. All right, see what they talking about. Because I bet you they talking about that picture of all them Latin women we just saw from California. Yep.
Oh, he talking about the comments.
Yeah. He said females showing their envy in the quote tweets while niggas swearing they can pull shorties like these on the regular when their baby moms are built like a PT Cruiser. All right, man. Let's look.
Shout out to the PT Cruiser, man.
He said I'm sold. Now let's. He said I'm sold. Los Angeles has the prettiest women in the states. Now, as you can see, none of these are black sisters.
Yeah.
And this is coming from who? A black brother? Yeah. It's coming from a black man.
Yeah.
So you already know that's striking a chord.
Yeah.
Let's look at these women. I can't knock them. They look good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of makeup and everything like that, but it's a lot of you know, not modesty in the picture, but I mean, they look good.
They do.
Oh, hold on.
I like a black one in the middle, the tall one, huh?
Yeah, she mixed with black.
Yeah.
But she probably you know, she claimed a flag. So you know she claimed one of them islands first.
Okay, fair enough.
But they still look, you know, okay. Keep going. Look like some surgeries didn't happen, but you know.
Hey, you know, we gotta keep it real. Bad is bad.
Yeah, bad is bad. Okay, here's another sister right here. Sister look nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, to be fair, in this picture, the sister the one doing it for, I mean, you know, I am
she doing it for you,
sisters.
yeah.
I'm particular to the sisters, but you know, she shining, she outshining all the rest of them.
Yeah, it's definitely these two first two.
Yeah,
it goes in order. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. This can be a tough second. You know. But okay, so let's see what the quote tweet's saying.
What that mean? Like reactions to the tweet?
Yeah,
the
retweets. Now let's say it says, I'm from California and I think this is a lie. Okay. I thought this was all the same people, okay? Hitting them up with that. He says, there is something in common about all these women. Can't put my finger on it, but oh yeah.
Black fist. Black power. Oh no, man.
Says light a lighter right next to them and they'll crumble up like a plastic bottle. Okay.
Oh, and they roasting them.
I could literally recycle all these broads. Man. I saw like one sister on these photos though, but hey, that's why we have different tastes. These pics scream insecurity, daddy issues, and cocaine.
Oh man.
She's literally the same woman 15 times. Baby, please visit other states because no.
I'm gonna have to rock with her on that one. I ain't no way you visited all 50 states and the territories. Come on, bro.
Well, we already know he wasn't being literally like I visit everywhere, and this is, and then on top of that, the brother is a trucker, so the brother didn't
try to get around,
yeah. So I mean, you just found what you probably was digging. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, you put all these women in a van, dressed like some well, and you drop them off in any state to go out tonight, all of them, they're gonna turn some heads.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they're gonna be looking good in whatever state they go.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? But everybody eyebrows long as oh man, that boy's capping like they wouldn't do it. LA got the most mid-tier women. I don't give a F. The South and New York got the most elite set of women. Okay. I mean, New York got some women and we go like, yeah. He talking about them flags over there too.
Mm.
Oh, it is. There's probably the more plastic between these women than there are in the Pacific. Dang,
Oh man,
hate
damn.
plastic surgery everywhere. Golly. All they, all they, and all they coke, and all those cokeheads.
Oh, that powder.
Damn. I had to come see this tweet and say that half of the women I follow look better than these women. Mm.
Hey man, what they say? Beauty not the beholder, ain't it? That man, that's what that man did.
Yeah, yeah, but at the end of the day, from what this is, now don't get it wrong. I get what he said. It ruffled some
Mm.
fellas.
Yeah,
It ruffled some fellas, but like you
yeah,
said, all it did was it pulled a bunch of hate.
yeah,
Especially
yeah,
from the
yeah.
man, and this is my thing about with the man, have a backbone. Because
Mm.
let's be honest, y'all would have seen these broads individually on y'all own, they would have been trying to holler.
They turn,
But
like you said, they
they
turn
trying
a
to
lot of heads.
pander for the sisters on here.
Mm.
Because if all these brothers get to saying, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, I know it's like I said, I know it's some surgery in there here and there, but at the end of the day, they all look good. They all
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Keep it up.
Them sisters gonna come to their tweets and all that, and oh, that's what you like. Yeah, I ain't look doing wrong. I love my sisters, but I ain't for the panel. If they look good, they look good.
They look good. Yeah, come on,
You
man.
know,
Yeah, that's what it
you
is.
know, So they ain't no bad looking women.
Yeah,
It
keep it
don't matter
real.
if they in LA and they do a little powder here and there. You know, they still look good.
Hey, man.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, but it is like I say, man. It's a lot of hate, but he got it right. It's a lot of hate in the comments.
Yeah, they roast him in the comments. I see.
Yeah, man. Oh, I ain't seen her forever.
Man, throwback, huh?
I'm Live Milk. Husband is on Twitter building up the courage to DM me. Come on, babe, stop playing. Yeah, boys got to shoot that shot, man. Woke up to anarchy. Who had passed last night? Oh, the snake died.
She said, "Let's go
Girl,
make some
get the
boots."
F up and let. I said, girl, get the F up and let's
Come
make some
on, man.
boots. See, the snake died. She said, man, get up and let's make some boots.
Snakeskin boots. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's a big old snake, too. She crying like that. Crying like she Jake the Snake Roberts.
Mm.
Body that. Nice. Ain't knock it.
Mm.
I
Me
can't knock
either.
it. I ain't. You know
Hey,
what?
you
Let's
you put
shut down.
you can put her against any one of them. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
look,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on now. Just let's keep it real.
Let's yeah, man, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I did this. Typed on her stuff. Oh no, Granny up there. Give me that,
Granny out of
man.
there. Come on, man.
Well, stop shit. Let me get out of here. Yeah. Uh yeah, that's wild, man. Like yeah.
You say he
I
ain't
gotta rock
having
with
it.
Boosie. Yeah, I gotta rock with Boosie, man. Like
Yeah.
I ain't come on, bro. Like
Yeah,
you
ain't
said,
doing
man. I just can imagine my my sister practicing for uh shot put discus or something like that.
it. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it comes to state championship. You got this nigga come out here
Come on, bro. Come
with a
on, man.
wig on, with a wig
Yeah.
on.
Come
I
on, bro.
I throw her by 30 feet.
Come on, man. You said 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
I throw about 30 feet.
Yeah, they tripping with that, man. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
it's man, these
they
folks
got to come
tripping.
up with something, man. That ain't gonna work, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
man. Come on, bro.
and this just show you, man, how wicked it's getting,
It's
man.
crazy,
This
bro.
is wicked, man.
That's crazy.
They doing it in you. They doing it in MMA. Let men go over and fight women. They doing it in MMA, man. But man, that man went over there and was somebody he took some
Heard, yeah,
estrogen and broke that woman's face up and
heard
everything.
about that, man. Yeah, come on, bro.
It's sick out here, man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
It's sick. It's
Yeah,
real ridiculous.
yeah,
With that, man, we're gonna move right along. We're gonna get into some Paul encouragement, man. This is a segment of the episode that we just give some encouragement to our people out there. Roti, got anything for the world?
man. You know, respect yourself. You know, I said it earlier in this episode. You shouldn't be thinking about giving somebody else and asking and demanding somebody else respect for you if you can't respect yourself. So
Right.
you got to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to improve daily. If you want to work out or whatever you want to do, that's cool. But like, you know, um, definitely come to grips with who you are and embrace it because it's only one of you in the world, man.
Exactly.
So don't try to be nobody else. Do you and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? But what about you, my brother?
Oh man. Um, man, to encourage folks, bro, because we living in a time where I can honestly say, man, I look and people really don't want to be encouraged, man.
Mm,
They really don't. You
mm-hmm.
know, I think a lot of people have come to the grips that they feel like their life is pretty much how it's gonna be.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna leave this earth doing what I'm doing. It ain't
yeah,
gonna get no better. It can get a lot worse, but it ain't gonna get no better.
mm,
So I'm here to tell people, man, if you are dealing with that type of idea, it's always better for you out there.
mm,
It's always better. Now, this is the problem. Don't covet nobody else stuff. Don't lust after what other people got. Nah, don't do all that. But I promise you, life gets better once you pursue better.
mm,
You got to make the righteous decision and the right decisions to pursue better. You got to
yeah,
want better. You
yeah,
got to want better. It's nothing wrong with dreaming for the stars. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, there is no number of age that's going to stop you, or there's not a cap. It ain't no age number that's saying that hey, you can't be successful in life.
mm,
No, there's no age on that. So,
yeah,
like I always tell people, man, shoot them shots. Get your plan together, shoot them shots, and you got to be consistent, man.
yeah,
I don't know nobody who just go in the gym and just shoot one shoot one shot and thinking they gonna win score of the year. It don't work
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
You got to put some work in, and
yeah.
too many people are afraid to put the work in. And then
Mm,
on top of that, too many people are always watching other people's workload.
true.
Stop watching other people's workload, comparing their workload to what you got to do. Why? The workload is going to be different because what is required of them is going to be different from what is required of you.
Mm,
That's it. Stop getting mad at that artist because all that's required of them is to keep making music, and it seems easy to them because that's only what's required of them. But to you, you got to go study 2 or 3 different books and write 2 or 3 different 10-page reports because what you chasing requires different things of you. Get focused on your workload.
mm,
If you wanna lighter workload, go change to something else that don't require as much. You know,
mm.
I'm not sitting there getting mad at LeBron because I look at him from the outside looking in and think, man, dang, all he got to do is just stay in shape and play basketball, and he's straight.
Mm.
I ain't getting envious of that. That's what
Yeah.
required. That's what's required of him.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
That's what he got to do, and whatever else he got to do. That he probably look at him and be thinking, "Oh man, it's just I love doing it." I ain't envious of that. That's
Yeah.
what required of him, man. So that's what we got to do. We got to get focus on what we gonna do, and on top of that, focus on your workload and don't focus on nobody else's workload. And be consistent.
Yeah.
With that, that's my encouragement for tonight. With that, man, this is Quality Life Podcast episode 53, man. 53 of them in the books, Roti.
53, man. 53s, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor and a pleasure, man, to be here 53 times, man. You know what I mean? We gonna keep them coming.
Yeah. With that, man, thanks for all who are tuned in, and see y'all on episode 54.
Till the next time.